Welcome everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the Heartland theory propounded by Mackinder in 1904. This is the world map. As we know, this is the Russia portion. This is the Eurasia, means Russia and Eurasia and Africa. And this is the Europe portion. And then till 1904, sea power ruled the waves. That means sea power controlled the economy, commerce, industry and other political dimension of the world. But after that means 1904, a new force was rising from the land, and the world was dominating by naval powers like the British Empire, whose strength was built on controlling the oceans before 1904. But after 1904, there are two major shifts which were challenging this dominance. What kind of dominance? Dominance of sea power. Land power. Russia's rapid expansion. First of all, Russia's rapid expansion across the vast continuous landmass of Central Asia, and secondly, the rise of railways, which allowed for unprecedented speed and mobility across land, countering the advantages of sea travel. Okay, who is Mackinder? Mackinder was a British geographer. He saw the future differently. Sir Halford Mackinder challenged the century of strategic thought. In his 1904 paper, The Geographical Pivot of History, very important, the name of the paper was The Geographical Pivot of History. He argued that the era of sea power was ending. That means rise of land power. He proposed a new radical idea. The idea was geography is the ultimate driver of the world politics, and the future belonged to the power that could control the great landmass of Eurasia. Okay, this is the portrait of Sir Halford Mackinder, and he's a British geographer, and his seminal work, The Geographical Pivot of History, as I have told earlier. Then Mackinder's vision began by redefining the globe. He redefined the whole island. Mackinder showed this combined landmass. The combined landmass means this Africa, Europe and Russia. This combined landmass was known as the world island, according to Mackinder. Mackinder saw this combined landmass as the true center of the world's population, resources and powers, and all kind of political control and economic and commercial control came from this region. That means the world island, according to Halford Mackinder. Then he mapped the zones of influence. Outer crescent includes the America, that means North America and South America. Then the world island means the Eurasia, Europe and a part of Russia. Then inner crescent, the rimland area, that is also known as rimland area, and this is the map by the Halford Mackinder in his Heartland theory. And at its core lay the key to world dominance, the Heartland. The Heartland is also known as the pivot area, and beyond that, the other region is known as the world island. Map builds safety, the Heartland. This region forms the strategic core. Modern countries within this area include Russia, Kazakhstan and Central Asia, parts of Eastern Europe and Siberia. This is the map. The dark blue portion indicate the world island, then this one inner crescent, then outer crescent, and the red is Heartland. Most important thing is that this portion is known as, the red portion is known as Heartland. It is also known as pivot area, and this area will control the world island. World island means the other part of the world. Okay, the Heartland's power was rooted in its unique geography. There are some significant characteristics of this theory. First of all, its immense size, the largest continuous landmass on the globe, providing strategic depth. Then natural fortress, landlocked and protected by natural barriers like ice to the north and mountains and deserts to the south, making it difficult to invade by sea. This is a naturally landlocked and protected. There's a politically secured. And then third one is vast resources. There is huge natural resources like minerals, forest and oil and gases, and enabling self-sufficiency for a dominant power. Then lastly, strategic center connects Europe and Russia, allowing a power-based there to project influence to outwards across the world island. Okay, there are four main characteristics of this theory: the immense size of the Heartland, pivot area, then Heartland or pivot area, and natural fortress. Natural fortress means the natural security region, vast resources, richness of diversify natural resources like mineral and forest, oil and gas. Then strategic center. Okay, there are A quotation given by Halford Mackinder in 1904. This is the main theme, we can call as main theme of the Heartland theory. Who rules East Europe commands the Heartland. Who rules East Europe commands the Heartland. Who rules the Heartland commands the World Island. And who rules the World Island commands the world. Okay, it was given by Sir Halford Mackinder in 1904. Okay, the theory shaped the strategy of nations. Mackinder's warning about single power dominating Eurasia had profound implications. First of all, Western policy. It encouraged Britain and the US to actively prevent any single power, like Germany or Russia, from gaining control of Eastern Europe. Then Cold War geopolitics. The US strategy of containment against the Soviet Union was a direct application of Heartland logic, preventing the Heartland power, USSR, that means United States of Soviet Russia, from expanding into the Rimland. Rimland means Western Europe, etc. Then strategic thought, it inspired a new generation of geopolitical theorists, including its most famous rival. The counter move, challenging the Heartland's dominance. Okay, there are some disadvantages of this Heartland area. Every grand strategy invites a counter argument. Critics identified key vulnerabilities in Mackinder's theory. First of all, ignore new technologies. The theory was too land focused and could not foresee the impact of air power like bombers and airlifts, and later nuclear weapons and satellites, which made the Heartland reachable. Then overestimated Russia. It did not account for Russia's internal weaknesses, harsh climate and economic limitations that hampered its ability to project power effectively. Then rise of sea power and Rimland. Nicholas Spikeman offered the most direct challenge, arguing that the coastal Rimland was the true key to the controlling Eurasia. These are some disadvantages of Heartland theory. Then the Rimland rebuttal, who controls the coast controls the Eurasia. American strategist Nicholas Spikeman inverted Mackinder's logic. He argued that the inner crescent or Rimland was more important than the Heartland. His reasoning was the Rimland has a larger population, more accessible resources, and controls across the sea. And Spikeman's dictum was, who controls the Rimland rules Eurasia, and who rules Eurasia controls the destinies of the world. A living theory, the chessboard is still in play. Though over a century old, the struggle for control over USS's core and periphery remains central to world events. Okay, control of Eastern Europe, Russia and Ukraine conflict, one kind of example. The pivot area, enduring strategic importance of Central Asia. This is the pivot area, and connecting the world island. China's Belt Route Initiative. The ending lesson from the Heartland. Mackinder's theory argues that control of Eastern Europe is the gateway to dominating Eurasia. Eurasia means Russia and Europe. Dominating Eurasia means controlling the world's greatest concentration of population and resources, and therefore the geography of the world island remains the central stage for global power. This is the main concept of Mackinder Heartland theory. Okay. Thank you everyone.